Hallelujah. My name is George Adewole, and today's topic is youth empowerment. So, what is youth empowerment? This is the process in which where children and young people are encouraged to take control of their lives. This is done by addressing the situation and then take action in order to improve their skills, assets, and attributes. How is youth empowerment involved in church? Youth empowerment in church is giving children and young adults the power to be heard and take control in church, putting children in positions of power guided by the elders of the church. So, youth empowerment in society and church. Let me start speaking about youth empowerment in society. In society, a lot of children, especially children who come from broken backgrounds, do not have this empowerment. So, this can come from dysfunctional families, this can come from strict parents, this can come from lack of self-esteem. Some children in the society do not feel like they can make a change in their lives or in the community. Therefore, they do not try. For example, if I wanted to be a surgeon, for example, and my friends, my family didn't believe in me, they didn't put me in positions to be able to become a surgeon, instantly in my mind, I would think, okay, I can't do it. Therefore, I would never chase my dream. This is the same thing that's happening in a lot of children, whether it's, as I said, surgeon, football, a lot of different professions. Some children do not feel empowered enough to be able to take a stand and make a change. This is also involved in church. In church, children are being taught to go to church and listen. However, a lot of them do not take an active role in the church. For example, if I'm being taught to go to church, I would go to church and I will sit down and listen to the sermon, listen to the choir, listen to the announcement. However, if I'm not being put in a position of power in the church, then I don't feel like I can make a difference. I don't feel like I'm getting closer to God because I'm just sitting down. So, why is it so important for youth empowerment to be implemented? It is important to invest in today's youth, especially in church, as they are the leaders of tomorrow. By teaching young people to grow in their relationship with the Lord, they are able to push the church forward into a new age. In addition, having children being empowered increases the harmony and cohesion in church. This is because the youth are taking part in the service instead of being left behind by the elders. So therefore, everyone is involved. So how can we implement youth empowerment? First, you could tell your children to use their passion for good. For example, music. If the passion is music, then it will be a good idea for them to join the choir and have an active role in the music of the church. For example, if the passion is music, and if they can play guitar, piano, drums, or even if they just like producing music, having them in the church will empower them because they are in a position to make a change, which is the music aspect of the church. Being able to put them in positions of power is, for example, if there is no guitar in church, then the elders should be able to help them and facilitate them by getting them a guitar, or giving them a piano, or giving them a sound keyboard. By doing this, you're empowering the children in order to take part in a music aspect. If the passion is electronics or computers, then it is a good idea for them to be the IT specialist of the church. Therefore, making sure they're in charge of all the electronics of the church, making sure everything is correct and the maintenance of it. Or they could be doing the PowerPoint, so conducting the PowerPoint while the church service is going on, making sure the congregation is following. Another passion that should be pushed forward is public speaking or teaching. If someone has a passion for that, then it would be a good idea for them to teach the Sunday school. Another way to empower the youth is giving accountability and goals for children. It is important for setting targets and making them feel like they're working towards something, making children and youth want to work. For example, this could be in 6 months' time, you should be able to conduct service or do a sermon. This is very important as from free experience, I feel like, especially in the youth harvest, when I was told to conduct service or do a sermon, it made me feel like I was working towards a goal. So when I was going to church, when I was going home, I was working towards that goal. So it made me feel a lot closer to God, and it made me feel like I had a part to take in the church. So in the 6 month or in the 3 months that I had to prepare for that youth sermon or youth conducting, I was able to feel important. I was able to work towards it and able to do it. Another important factor is passing down knowledge. A lot of youths do not know the reason they are doing some of the things they're doing in church. Therefore, by passing down knowledge and telling them why this is happening, then they are not serving the Lord because their parents told them to, but they are doing so because they want to do it, and it's the right thing to do. This will empower the children and make them want to make a positive change in their life and church. This is especially important for me, and this is the point that I've raised before. As, for example, when I first used to go to Celestial Church, I did not know why they lighted 7 candles. I did not know why we couldn't wear shoes with sultana. I didn't know why oil was used for certain prayers. A lot of these things are things that the elders used to do, and I never used to know why it used to happen. It just used to happen. And for me, personally, why I think that would empower the children in order for them to know why this is happening is because for someone to feel empowered, for someone to want to be involved, they have to understand why and what is going on. A lot of the children do not know why some of the things in church are happening. Therefore, they become disengaged. So therefore, in order to empower the youth and the children, passing down the knowledge of why this is happening and what is happening is a good tool in order to empower the youth. May the Lord help and guide the youth to prepare our community and our church forward. Amen.